Welcome back, guys. I thought today I would do one for shadow work. Let's take a look at what we've got in the cards today. The journey inward. The path to enlightenment starts within you. Introspection and growth. So somebody needs to start their journey, and that usually begins inside yourself. So I love that that's a great start to our reading today. Okay. The Fool, Temperance, Three of Swords, Queen of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so that journey, the path, the Fool is always starting their journey. With this card, it's about taking the step off the cliff and just literally begin that journey. I love how that kind of just goes right along with what we're doing today. With Temperance, this is alchemizing your life. This is turning negative into good, transmuting that energy within yourself. The angel here is balanced on the land and in the water, 1 foot on each. And then this flowing into the cup here, this is just embodying that energy of transformation. And that's what happens when you begin the journey. You're going to be transformed. And I think a big part of your transformation is going to be healing heartbreak. This card represents a lot of sorrow. So this may be where you need to start. Actually, this was where I had to start myself. So that's going to be one of the things that probably kickstart the path for you, is just facing the heartbreak that you've already experienced and understanding that it will have to be transformed into something else. Because no energy is lost, right? It's only transformed. All right, so with the Queen of Wands, she's actually, she does a lot of transformation as well, because she is the water of fire. So the queens are water and the wands represent fire. So she has turned her ambitions into growth and healing. The growth here with the sunflower is telling me that she's already alchemized her life. This is somebody who's done this work right here already. The Two of Wands represents like the world is at your fingertips, and literally he's holding a globe here in his hand. One of these wands are kind of attached here to this castle wall. That tells me that you already have something, a solid foundation that you're standing on. And this is an opportunity for you to look beyond and see where your growth will take you. So this is that work in progress and kind of seeing where it's going to take you. And where it takes you, beautiful, because this is the Ten of Cups. This is absolute like abundance of emotional well-being, legacy, beautiful family, kind of like all your dreams have come true type of energy. So I think that's exactly what we have that's going on here. This is alchemy, transformation, turning heartbreak into love and joy. You have so many opportunities to look at what's ahead for you and where you're going to invest your energy and what you want to transform. Because that's really the main thing, is that transformation then has to be put into something else to actually grow. All right, so I'm going to grab this other deck I've got here. I haven't used this one yet, I don't think. So we have the Five of Cups, the King of Wands. So we have a King and a Queen of Wands in the same suit. The Emperor, Two of Cups, Ten of Cups. Again, we have it twice. And Death. Okay. I love it. I love it already. So with a Five of Cups, this is about sorrow. It really is. This is another way of of looking at the same scenario as far as the heartbreak and sorrow in the Three of Swords with the Five of Cups. This is not seeing what you still have because you're too focused on the three upside down cups. You know, you're allowing that to kind of consume your thoughts. So you also might be holding up boundaries and stuff, which are healthy, but also can keep out future, you know, endeavors and future growth. So just be cautious of that. But this is the challenge. Take that step of faith here to let go of these three upside down cups. Look at what you have going forward. You know, it's like these three cups and these three swords are the same energy right here in this reading. And you still have so much for your life to build on and to grow with, okay? So don't forget what you have. It's easy to look at what's been disappointing and what you don't have anymore and things and opportunities and people that have been with you and are no longer there. That is grief, and all of that is valid. All the stages of grief, you need to move through all of that. But don't forget what you do still have within you, okay? With the King of Wands and the Temperance, the King is, you know, the air of fire. So that mental energy, the mental capacity to intentionally take those efforts to change, to grow, to alchemize. So this is you putting your, you know, setting your mind to that. And I love how I can see this pointed out to me right now on this angel here. This, I don't know, it looks like maybe a sun or something planted on their forehead. And that is that mental energy. So allowing yourself to shift your thoughts is part of the transmutation. Mental transmutation is where it's going to take you in your healing, okay? With the Emperor here and the Three of Swords. So this is telling me that, I just had to think about it for just a second. The way that this energy normally is like Aries, right? So a lot of that fire, headstrong ambition and everything. And again, I think this is kind of similar in this reading with that fire and the mental taking charge of your life and your situation. With the Emperor, that is often somebody who has completely established themselves in so many different areas, but especially that conquering themselves. So an emperor is a master of himself. And you don't get there without heartbreak. I mean, just being honest, you can't achieve these heights unless you've had something to deal with. The energy here being transformed and alchemized is how we get there. So I think this reading is going to have a pretty similar theme throughout because everything is pretty much confirming what I've been talking about. And again, here, the Queen of Wands and the Two of Cups, that I mentioned when this one came out with the King of Wands is a match here. This is a card of union. This is a card of bringing your higher and lower self together, like your spirit and your humanity into union. But also with the King and Queen here, this is also telling me it has a lot to do with a bond of some kind, possibly the soulmate twin flame aspect, but it may just be in general. There's going to be people that are on board with you, helping you. So if you are looking for your twin flame or soulmate, whatever, the terms are, they're all mixed in and they have different meanings, but I think they're all relatively the same when you look at the core of it. And what I'm getting at is there may be somebody that's actually hoping that the union will begin to manifest, and that person may come into your life soon. And if that is something that you are hoping for, there is a really strong indication that that is what's going to happen. Okay. So we have now the Two of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Again, with the Ten of Cups, I mean, all of this deck is very dark imagery, but this one is like bright. It has a lot of white in it. So Again, such positivity. All the cups are upright and they're built together on like this foundation of the pyramid here. And this is also with the Two of Wands, it's telling me that the foundation that you have here in this Two of Wands, and then your ambitions of what you're holding on to and wondering where that will take you, it's going to take you right here. And I had already said that when this was right next to it, but now with this being on top of it, that's confirming. When you do the alchemy and you transform your mind and your heart and your pain and all of that stuff, and you take that journey inward, you will have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. You are going to be able to have such a healing aspect to yourself that you will begin to be able to actually let your cups pour over onto other people. So it's not the 9 of Cups, where the 9 of Cups is complete independent sort of satisfaction. The 10 of Cups is like sharing that, having enough to spill into other people and give to other people and have a legacy and have family and have that growth and the connection here with the King and Queen. This is how you'll be able to achieve that. So you need to look at your ambitions and go after that to be able to achieve this. So don't let your whatever's holding you back from your journey here is keeping you back from this. So there's something you need to let go of, and that is indicating right here with this the Death card and the 10 of Cups. Death is another type of transformation. It works very similarly in the way the Temperance alchemizes your life. But with the Death card, this is a shift that happens from death of something into life in another format, in another way. You have to let go of these things that don't serve you anymore, that are holding you back, and let those things die, fall away to be able to get here. So with death, it has a lot to do with following the guidance. I don't know. I'm getting kind of like this maze. I know this isn't a maze with the tiles here, the checkerboard looking tiles, but I'm getting a maze sort of aspect right now with this card. And I don't normally do that with the Death card, but for some reason there is a way that someone is being too restricted with their path. They're holding themselves back with the boundaries that they've put in place. I know I had mentioned that before, but if you are turned around inside the maze, that labyrinth of the mind, then you're not able to actually take the step forward. So I think somebody needs to actually transform their way of thinking. Like, if you think you have it all figured out, I promise you don't. And I don't even mean it for this reading. I mean in general. Everything that you think you have figured out, you have a part, you have a piece. You may have some truth that you have come to realize, but there's always more. There's always more to it. There's always more ways of looking at things. So where you think you may be stuck at a dead end, you may realize that, oh, actually, there's a turn here in this path that I wasn't even looking at because I couldn't have conceived of it being here. So I don't know who that was for, but that just came out. So maybe somebody needs to shift some things in their thinking. Okay, that was a lot. The theme is pretty consistent throughout the whole reading, and I want to end this with one more. So we did things about the shadow and darkness, but this one is about light. So this oracle card is about alignment. Aligning with the truth, the sword of truth, for some reason, is really sticking out. What you think is true will only resonate with you if it comes into an alignment with your spirit. So that may be where you're getting confused on your journey. You may not be sure where your turn is, but you need to just fall back into alignment. Fall back into your heart space. See the heart outline here on the behind the sword. Your heart space is your guidance. It's your guiding system. So for whatever reason, whoever this reading is for, and it may resonate for multiple people in many ways, coming into alignment again with your spirit is the only way out of the maze to finding that true, your destiny. right here with the 10 of Cups. Okay, so yeah, that was a lot. And I don't know, I'm going to have to probably rewatch this at some point just to see what overall some messages might have been hidden in here. But I always get more out of it when I rewatch them later myself. And in the moments when I'm doing these, I just kind of flow in my spirit. And I love that whatever comes out, it seems to resonate for a lot of people. And so I'm really glad to hear that when people give me feedback. So if you want to comment and everything, I really do appreciate the feedback that anyone gives me. It helps me see where some things are really resonating true for others, and some areas that maybe you would like to see more things or other ways of doing things. This is all a process for everyone. And I just appreciate all my loved ones that continue to watch my videos. So I'm going to leave this here, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you. Bye.